Hello everyone, welcome back to our lesson, and today we are going to learn about how to do a rebar takeoff of PyCap work. So for today it's quite different from previous lesson. So let me go back to the PyCap. As you can see, we have done the quantity of concrete and formwork as shown right here, and now we are looking into the reinforcement, the rebar. The unit will be kilogram. So first of all, we need to solve the data of the concrete of PyCap. Basically mean we need to group it into the type of it. So you go solve it and then go to column B and then click OK. As you can see, so there will be PC1, PC2 and PC3. Basically what I want here is just group it, and then I can see that how many tab of P1 do we have in our detail. So you can see there will be 4 of P1 and there will be 9 of PC2, and also the last one there will be 3 type there will be 3 of type PC3. Okay, as you can see here. So perfect. So right now we just solve it into the group, and now we go back to our rebar structure format. As you can see, so today is the first day that we start the reinforcement. So here is the format of us. As you can see, I will explain more when we go into the detail. You can see, so at the left hand side is a format that we will input the data later on. Okay, and this one is the right hand side. When we input everything, there will be a classification. Basically it will mark automatically for us, like there will be diameter 6mm, 8 or 10mm, 12, 14 until 40 of the our rebar. It will classify automatically. We don't have to do anything. Okay, because I will show you just a second. Perfect. So now look into our detail. So we open our tool and then we go to rebar structure. Okay, and then you go down to, so right here we have beam schedule form rebar, we have beam selection form rebar, and the third one is will be column foundation form rebar, and the last one is element rebar. So we will talk all of it later on. So but for this lesson, let's talk about the foundation first, the column foundation form rebar. So you go down here. Sorry, the foundation, as you can see, there's 2 types of it, but for this lesson we are using the foundation form 2 rebar. The shortcut will be FR2. Okay, so now you click on it, and then it asks us to input the thickness of the slab. So for our lesson we put 0 and enter, and then as you can see, that our format is automatically come on the Excel. As you can see, it's really handy and easy. So right now we will get a format that I have created already for our PyCap. So all we need to do now is just input the diameter of the rebar, like how many type of rebar that we have, such as in our detail. You can see, let me escape it. So there will be 2 layers plus the side stir up out the rebar, as you can see. So based on this detail, you can see there will be top and bottom, you can see. So there are 2 rebar on the top and there are another 2 rebar on the bottom. So it will become 1 layer and another 1 layer at the bottom. So there will be 2 layers. Okay, one on the top and another one at the bottom, and there will be a stirrup. I'm gonna explain you later on. Okay, something like this. There will be a stirrup around our PyCap. Let me copy this and put the, you can see, so there will be a stirrup, something like that, around our PyCap. As you can see here, there will be a diameter 10mm around our pie cap as I draw right here. So our formula is already done for us right here. I already put everything. All you need to do right now is just put the parameter of the pie cap. So first of all, we are doing for the PC1. So we go one by one first. So as we know, there are 3 types of pie cap, okay? So there will be PC1, PC2, PC3. I put the AutoCAD a bit small right here because I want you guys to see the Excel, because it's a bigger, it's the most important thing. Okay, so we start with PC1. Perfect. So now PC1, the size of it, that will be 800 by 600. Okay, so we put PC1 right here because we'll be doing on a PC1 first. And here is the length of it, that will be 600. Okay, and also the width of it, that will be 800. The height, so the height of the pie cap will be 400. You can see here. Let me delete this another. Okay, perfect. As you can see, the height of it, that will be 400 of the pie cap, so we type 400. Okay, perfect. The thickness of the slab we keep 0, and the number I will show you just a second. And then after we put the parameter of it, like the size of the pie cap, what type, the name of the pie cap, the size, the height, everything. And now we are looking into the rebar detail. This is the most important thing of rebar takeoff of the pie cap, and I will go through like one by one based on our format. You can see we have everything. So we are looking back to our detail, the pie cap. First of all, we need to look at the top one, and then we move to the bottom, and then we look into the stirrup around the pie cap. Okay, so there will be one layer on top of the pie cap. Let me show you something so you guys easy to understand. So there will be one let me put F8. Okay, make it straight. There will be one layer, something like this. Okay, one layer on the top and another one layer at the bottom. As you can see, there are 2. Okay, one is going that way and another one going that way, so we call it one layer on the top, and another layer is at the bottom. So we combine, there will be one layer and one layer. You can see here, so there are 2 layers. Okay, combined with the stirrup around the pie cap. Perfect. As I show right here, our format, there will be one layer. You can see top bar 1, top bar 2, as I draw right here. Okay, 1 and 2, and we have here as well 1 and 2. There will be one layer here, and another one layer here. We have bottom 1 and bottom 2. You can see here 1 and 2. Perfect, as you can see. So now we got 2 layers of it, and the last one should be the stirrup that I talked earlier. Here the shape of it is a U shape. There will be a lap here, as you can see, and our formula is already done by me. I put everything, include the lap, everything, as you can see. Perfect. So now before we going to type in the data of based on our detail, first we need to confirm or double check the cover of the pie cap, basically the cover of the rebar, as you can see here. Let me show you. So you type EIN. Okay, here's the cover of it. Okay, so that will be 50 millimeter. Perfect. So now you go to formula. Okay, and then lamination. Okay, and now you type CV. Perfect. After you type CV, you will see the cover of footing, as you can see, and you click edit, and make sure that there will be based on your own detail. Okay, so in that case is 50 millimeter. So I just type 0.05. There will be 50 millimeter here. Perfect. And then you click close, and you can see now Now all you need to do is just type in the diameter of the tire on each rebar side. Okay, so first of all, there will be one layer on the top. Okay, so we have two here. We need to type both in. Okay, there will be day 10 at 120 millimeter spacing, and also the bottom of one is there will be day 10 at 130 millimeter based on our design. Okay, so now we're typing in. Okay, we type Y. This is our format. Okay, just keep Y right here, and then you type 10 based on our detail, and then you type the spacing. And you can see the spacing there will be 120 millimeter, and click enter. Now we done one. Okay, you do the same for the top bar 2. That will be the same day 10, but in here you must keep Y. Okay, because our format is like this, and then you type 130. Perfect, you can see. So now we have done one layer of it. We do the same for the bottom one. Okay, the bottom one is right here, you can see. You do the same is day 10 at 120 millimeter spacing, and also another one that, oh sorry, that one is 12, not 10. Okay, the bottom one. Perfect. Okay, there will be day 12 at 120 millimeter. Okay, you do the same. Perfect. Okay, so now we have one layer, another one layer. Now we're done two layers of it. What the remaining left, you can see, is the day 10 around the stirrup. So here's we got the stirrup. So all we have to do now is there will be only one. You can see it mentioned one day 10 around the pie cap. So the height of it is 400, and there will be only one stirrup. So all we need to do now, as the height is 400, so we type Y10 for 10 millimeter diameter, and then you put 400. Perfect. You can see, so the number is only one here. You can see, so now we have done all the rebar that we need. We have one layer on the top, second layer at the bottom, and also the stirrup. So this is all the rebar that we need. And for the stem column, we will talk later on with the next lesson. Okay, so right now we just focus on the pocket first. Perfect. So now let me explain you first about what is in here based on our format, because this is the first time of the rebar. Okay, so we have the name of the rebar. You can see the information based on the detail. There will be day, but in here we just keep Y. Okay, Y10. The spacing there will be 120 millimeter, and this is the number of the pie cap. We will put just a moment. Okay, and here is define the sign of the rebar. Where is it? Is it like the top, the bottom? You can see the top bar 1, top bar 2, bottom 1, bottom 2, stirrup. So here the sign of it, and also here the number of the rebar. Okay, we keep it 1, the number of it, and space. Basically space is a parameter of the pie cap deduct the cover two sides. Okay, and you can see here, so the rebar itself need to deduct the cover. You can see 50 millimeter each side, and then after deduct from 800 there will become 700 millimeter. Okay, and then here is a spacing. You can see it we look up automatically. You don't have to do anything. All you need to do is have the information right here, and this will give you everything automatically. You don't have to type anything. Sometimes maybe you have to adjust a small thing, you know. Okay, perfect. Now we continue, and here is the number of the rebar running. Okay, so the number here is number 6. Why it becomes 6? Because there will be 700 millimeter divided by 120 millimeter, so it will become 5.83 pieces, but it will be round up, as you can see. It will be round into 6. Okay, let me delete the back, as you can see. And here's diameter of deform rebar, you can see. So there will be look up at everything automatically, you don't have to type anything. Okay, there will be 10. And right here is getting into more a bit complicated. Okay, as you can see, so the first layer here, let me copy this out. Okay, so you guys can see, as you can see, so here's the top bar 1, you can see. So there will be a V shape. Basically it will bend that way each side, you can see. And here is our bending as well. The height of it, deduct 2 of the column footing we just put is 50 millimeter at the moment, you can see. So it will calculate automatically for us. That will become 300. So the height is 400, and then after we deduct cover 50 millimeter each side, that will becomes 300. Okay, we deduct 15 millimeter here, and we deduct 50 millimeter here, and then the height will become 300. As you can see, it gives us automatically, we don't have to do anything. And also here is the length of it. So there will be 2 sides, as I mentioned earlier. You can see here. Let me, okay, this is like this one here, and you can see there will be 2 sides. We have the top one, okay, the side of it is the length, the 600. all right, so there will be this side here, the 600. So the length of it is 600, but after we deduct 50 millimeter each side, it will become 500, as you can see automatically. So it take the 600 with this side and deduct it 50. Let me example here. Okay, and now it will become 500, something like that. All right, because based on our detail, there will be a cover. Okay, as you can see here, to protect the rebar, so it becomes shorter. So it will become 500 besides 600 after deduct the cover, you can see. Okay, now with this side, and then here is the same as I taught earlier. There will be 2 sides. There will be 300 each side. Okay, 300, 300. The medium one, the B, is 500. Perfect. So now the number is 6, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier. It automatically calculates for you guys. You don't have to do anything. And 1 bar, the length of 1 bar, you can see, it will take the A, B, and C total it, as you can see, A plus B plus C. So that will be 1.1 meter with 3 of this data, you can see. And there will be no left because the length is just 1.1, because our rebar, there will be 12 meter. 12 meter. Yep. So if this one rebar here is above 12, it will count automatically the left for us. As you can see, here is the formula. You can see. Okay, so right here, I show right here, the 1 bar is quite short. It's not bigger than 12, so there will be no left. Okay, so the sub total of our 1 bar multiplied by the number, there will be a total length. Okay, perfect. And then we will get the weight of it per meter of the diameter that we have here. So that will be 0.617 kilogram per meter, as you can see here. And this one is for 12 diameter. As you can see, it's so smart. You don't have to do anything. It will look up everything for you, calculate everything for you. All you need to do is just type this data and here. Okay, that's all you need to do. As you can see, it's really fast. Okay, now I just want to go, you know, explain to you one by one so you guys can understand that. And here is the weight, the kilogram of the total sum length of as you can see, multiplied by the kilogram per meter, as you can see. So it's the same here, it's the same thing, as you can see. Perfect, but on different type of rebar. Okay, so now we got the quantity per one piece of pie cap. As you can see, there will be 16.5 kilogram. Okay, so that's just one pie cap. So for now, we have done the PC1. All we have to do now, we type sum, and then we go back to our concrete informer, and we count the quantity of the pie cap. How many type of PC1, as you can see right here. There will be, sorry, you can see here, there will be 4 of it. Okay, you just sum the amount of it, and now it becomes 77.99 kilogram. Okay, per 4 of PC1. Okay, now I would like to add a multiply by 1 in case we need to add the wastage later on. Okay, I just put it 1 right here and make it bold. Okay, perfect. And now, as you can see, you go to the length of rebar and then go to sum, and then you put the multiply by 1 right here. Okay, and then you click F4, and then you click enter. Okay, and then you just copy it. So later on, based on the construction, sometimes we need the wastage. Okay, based on the tender state, the instruction from the client or the consultant what they want. So all you need to type is, if you need 5%, just put 105, you can see, and then click enter. Perfect. And now the quantity will add 5% on top of our net quantity, as you can see. But right here, I would like to keep it 1 first. Keep it net as concrete and formwork. Okay, perfect. Now it's net. Okay, the total of 4 of PC1 is 77.99 kilogram. Okay, so what you need to double check right now is look into the rebar again. There will be, okay, day 10, 120, 130, as you can see, and the bottom one is day 12 at 120 and at 130. Okay, perfect, it's all correct. And here is the stirrup of it. There will be only 1 of day 10. Okay, so we just put the full height. If we put like 200, make sure that you put the full height. Okay, if you put like 200, there will become 2, and we don't want to. The amount is only 1 stirrup. Okay, so that, as I put, is 400. Perfect. So now we have done the PC1. As you can see, it's look like a soft drawing, as you can see. And what is special about this, after you type, just tap this rebar. Okay, let me put it red. Okay, all you need to do is just only type the information of the pie cap, the rebar of it, and also the parameter of it, the number of it, as you can see. So you will get the quantity automatically, and you can see with the right shape, everything, like it's look like a shop drawing. Okay, to me, because this format helped me a lot. I have been doing a quantity surveyor for more than 7 years, and this one helped me a lot. Okay, and we move to the right side. You can see there will be a classification. It divided into diameter 10 millimeter and 12 millimeter, as you can see, because we have 10 here and 12 and 10, as you can see. So it classifies for automatically. So in 77 kilogram, there will be 39 of diameter 10 and 38 of diameter 12. Okay, and you can see it's so good with this tool. You can see, so the total of it that will be equal to the a previous one, the 77.99 kilogram. As you can see, it gave us split automatically, because right here there will be a formula. You can see it will detect everything. You can see if it shows 10, it will calculate the amount for us. We don't have to do anything. As you can see, it's really simple, fast and easy. You don't have to like go deep inside, and you know it's getting complicated, because Rebar is quite hard sometimes if we not prepare well. But with this method, as you can see, it's really simple. And let me just show you something more. Let me hide a little bit, because yeah, okay, just go roughly first, because I don't want you guys to get complicated. As you can see, we have slab rebar, stem column, we got column, we got beam element. We will talk later on with this one. You can see the splits different type as well: single span, left end span, mid span, right end span. You can see, and cantilever span. Sorry. And then we have a foundation. We have the round stem column, round column. You can see, just in case we need a round one, or not a square or rectangle one. You know, we have a stirrup, and we have a span pile. We have so many things. Okay, we will talk into it later on. Okay, just go back to our packet rebar. Okay, perfect. So now we have done a PC1. Let me put it back to previous color. Perfect. We do the same for the PC2. Either you can copy this, because we have done it like this, or you can go to our tool and then go to rebar structure, and then you click foundation form to rebar. Okay, click on it and you type 0 of the slab and enter. Perfect. As you can see, let me insert this once so we get a gap. Okay, perfect. So now we start for the PC2. The side of it, that will be 600 times 1.5 meter. Okay, so we put the name PC2, and then there will be 600 1. Okay, this parameter here is the millimeter. Okay, make sure you not type it in meter, and the higher that will be 500. So all you need to do is just type it, something like that. You can see, and the formula is just calculate for you automatically. You don't have to do anything. Okay, perfect. And now we need to add the rebar diameter. Okay, we do the same for this one. You can see we have one layer on the top, another one layer at the bottom. Okay, with the detail, and there will be one stirrup around the pie cap as well. You can see, so the same as above but different diameter. So perfect. So let's start with the top layer first. So there will be day 12 at 200. Okay, so we keep y12 at 200, and you can see, and it's the same for the top bar 2. So top bar 1, top bar 2 is the same. You can see day 12 at 200 spacing millimeter. And now we move to the bottom one, and you can see it's pointing out right here, the bottom one. There will be day 16 this time. Okay, day 16, the spacing is 100. You can see, perfect. And for the another one, that will be day 12 at 100. Okay, you can see 100. Perfect. And now all we need to do is add the day 10 of the stirrup. So the higher it, that will be 500, and the only one of it will be full, and then it will become 1. And you can see, so perfect. So now all that we need is done. Okay, we don't have to do anything. As you can see, all we need is just equal sum of the number of the pie cap. You can see it's really simple, right? And then you click some of the type PC2 here. You can see got all the PC2 we just saw at the moment here. You can see, and then you click enter. Perfect. So that will be 9 of it, and the total quantity in kilogram is 459.36. okay, you can see here, and here I need to add a multiply by the mistake as well. Just a copy and pass it right here. Perfect. As you can see, if you type 1.5, the 5% for the mistake, or either 10 or 12, based on my experience, like the villa here is around 5 or 10%, you know, but in here, let me example for you guys. So if you type 1.05, there will be at 5% to our quantity, but right here just keep it net for, as you can see, number 1. Perfect. And now we done PC2. What you can see is really simple, and this one is count for us the day 16. As you can see, it's like magic, right? It's classified for us automatically. We don't have to do anything. We have all the formula here. You can see if it detect any diameter, it will give the quantity. As you can see, the 12, and then it will classify for us. It's perfect. As you can see, it saves off a lot of time, and the total of it, they will be equal to the previous one. As you can see, 459.36 kilogram. Okay, so now we have done PC2. As you can see, now we go to PC3. We can copy or go to our tool, do it again. Okay, you can see here, and then we go for PC3. Okay, for PC3, the size of it is the same, is 600 times 1.5 meter, and the height of it, that will be 600. Okay, 600 for the height. Okay, and now let me let me put this one for you guys first, so you guys can see, and then I can sum the total number of the pie cap of PC3. Okay, perfect. So now we look into the detail of the rebar again. Make sure that you got this one, the right one. Okay, first, the top layer is day 12 at 200 millimeter speed spacing, and you can see here the same as previous one, the same here as well. Now we go to the bottom one. That will be the 16 A100. Okay, and then D12 A100. Okay, so it's the same as the PC2, but just different is the height. Let me see it around. Okay, around only one as well. So all we need to do is just change this to 600. Perfect. As you can see, and now it become 1. So we have done input all the detail of the rebar, diameter, make sure it's correct, and then we input the name, the length, the width, the height, everything, as you can see. So now the formula is calculated automatically for us. We don't have to do anything or adjust anything. So all we need to do now, we need to sum the total of the pie cap. You can see here there will be 3 of it, the last 3 of it. Perfect. As you can see, so the total will be 120 kilogram, and here is, as you can see, it classified for us as well. There will be total 170.64 kilogram. Okay, perfect. So now we have done the let me copy this one. You see already there? Yep. Okay, so now we have to subtotal everything. So now we have the quantity of rebar of the pie cap, and you can see. Okay, let me put this ball. Perfect. There will be 707.98 kilogram for all of the pie cap, as you can see. Okay, perfect. We got make sure that the quantity is correct. We double check it. So that will be total of 16 of pie cap. Let me go back to our pie cap again and then count again. Okay, perfect. There will be 16 of it. So now we are not missing anything. So the total of it is 700 or 7.98 kilogram. Perfect. So now we link this one to the front, okay, equal to the subtotal amount of the pie cap, and click enter. And now we put 1 as well based on our format, multiply by our format as well, as you can see. Perfect. And here is the total of it. We got the concrete. Let me close the group so you guys can see it clearly. You can see we got the concrete, we got the formwork, and we got the rebar, you can see. So now for the pie cap is done. This is how we calculate the rebar of the pie cap in the first way, and another way I will show you just a second. Okay, there will be another way that we can do it based on our structured element rebar. I will show you just a second, because there will be a cut bar shape, L shape, U bar shape, V stirrup link 1, link 2, round steel bar shape. There are a lot of type of it, you know, like it can be done on any detail of the pie cap. All right, it doesn't care like you're coming from and the design is quite different from mine. No, in our tool, based on my experience, we can calculate everything. Okay, so I will show you another way how to do the pie cap. Just a second. So here is the one way, the first way. Then it's easy, fast, and accurate as well, so you can save a lot of time. But there are another one I'm gonna show you. Okay, so stay tuned.